If there's one thing that scares me more than my fear of roller coasters, it's probably the fear of getting old. Now, I'm not like that afraid of getting old. I think I'm more afraid of getting to the point where I'm so old that I just absolutely lose my mind. Like, I start forgetting everything. I get stuff like dementia, Alzheimer's. I can't function on my own. I can't do anything by myself anymore. I don't want to get to the point where I can't, physically take care of myself. I think if I ever got to that point, I just would not want to be around anymore because I don't want to put people through that kind of torture by having them take care of me, like doing every simple task that I could have done in my life. And I've experienced this kind of thing. My grandfather actually is very old. He's almost 90 years old at this point, and he's starting to just lose his mind. He is getting very angry at times. He's getting a bunch of dementia. He's going through the hospital back and forth. He's had 2 strokes in the past week and a mini heart attack. So it is a very scary time for him. I'm trying to go in there, help him, comfort him a bit because he is definitely afraid of dying, but he's more afraid of just being alone when it happens. So we're all trying to, pitch in or trying to help him because I do believe that if you are, elderly and stuff, we should be taking care of you. It's only fair, right? They took care of us when we were young, so it's only fair that we take care of them when they're, nearing their end. I don't want to be morbid like that, but that's usually just how it goes. So we try and keep in touch with him and try and help him through his tough times. But something that does definitely bother me is that when there are caretakers who are doing this as a job, they're trying to take care of an elderly person because their family's not around. They need someone to take care of them. And what happens is they pretty much commit elderly abuse by not even lifting a finger for them. They just ignore everything that they need. They just do not take care of them. They just say, I'm just here for the paycheck. Go do whatever you want. I'm not going to babysit you or anything, because they don't want to. They just want to do that for the paycheck. Or in some cases, like even horrible ones, if it's like a family member or something who just wants that person to like them enough that they get written in a will. That is probably the most heartbreaking, most evil kind of thing you could possibly see from someone. But there was something I saw today. It's been going around the internet right now where I wanted to talk about it. So there's this elderly man in North Carolina. He is very dementia ridden. He can barely do anything, and his caretaker, well, I'll put it in quotes, caretaker, was just ignoring him, and she let him roam around in the street on the neighborhood, just wearing a t-shirt and a diaper.
Hey, where were your people at? Huh? You okay?
Okay.
You okay? Come on, let's go home. I'm gonna take you home, okay?
Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
It's a really heartbreaking thing to see whenever I see elderly people who are going through stuff like this. Getting old is definitely no joke. I can definitely see that. And I really do feel bad for the old man in this video. He seems like a genuinely nice person. And thank God for the neighbor who was there to, help him get his bearings. Because clearly you can see that he is lost. He doesn't know where he is. And I don't know what the hell was going on through the person taking care of him, why he was out and about in the first place. It seemed like he was out there for a while. And, thank God he wasn't in any immediate danger. He didn't go crossing the street or anything, because in the video I heard that there were some cars there. I heard one driving by. So he, was really lucky that this guy came out to help him. And that's just a good neighbor right there. I have so much respect for this guy who just took the time to come out and help his neighbor who is obviously needing the help, because clearly the help is not there when he needs it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Turn around and go back the way you came. Turn around and go back the way you came. Turn around and go back the way you came.
Why?
What?
What do you mean? He's wet. What are you talking about?
He just is not supposed to be out here. He's going to go all the way back the way he's supposed to go.
Where is he supposed to go? Don't he live here?
He knows.
He knows what?
Where he's supposed to go. He's supposed to be out here? No.
Well, why would you make him go way back down there?
To teach him. It's like...
To teach him what? Yeah, that's what happens when you get old.
No. You don't know have creams at your house. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, I do know what I'm talking about.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Mind your own business.
Yeah, I'm about to mind yours. Because I know you fucking just using them for a check, you piece of shit. You got this man doing this shit in his Pampers, or you can. I'll call the fucking police right now.
Come here, Brett.
I'll call the fucking police. That man in a fucking pamper wet.
Call him.
And you gonna make him go back down the street, you stupid motherfucker?
He can walk the way he needs to walk.
What do you mean the way he need to walk? I'm calling the fucking police, you stupid piece of shit.
That is just an act of pure evil on the caretaker's part. I don't know if it's like his daughter or, you know, daughter-in-law or someone else, but that is just no way to treat someone in that state. Just letting him walk around like diaper filled with piss or probably shit at this point, and just letting him walk down the street because she's trying to teach him a lesson. Like, what the fuck did he do? He's old. He clearly doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And you're not even trying to help him. He needs all the help he can get right now because he can't do anything. I've seen this a ton of times before. I've seen a lot of people just take advantage of the elderly because in some cases, like I said, they're trying to make money off it. And what's even worse, she barely treats him as a human being. She's like treating him like a little toddler. I mean, I know he can't really think for himself, but you gotta at least be more kind to it, making him seem like he's the villain by saying, like, are you supposed to be out here? No, get the hell back over there. Walk back the way you came because you're not supposed to be out here. Like, what else is he supposed to do? He doesn't know anything. He's clearly in distress, and like, thank God the neighbor was there. I don't know why she didn't, you know, bring him back home if clearly that's probably what he needs, but she's just like walking him out there to God knows where. Maybe they're just trying to get him some exercise or something. But if that's the case, then why wasn't she there in the first place? Why was he walking in someone else's yard by himself and she was nowhere to be found? That makes no sense. I think she only did this because she realized that she was getting caught because he wasn't, you know, there with her. And look, I get it. Taking care of elderly people is a grueling task sometimes. There's like a lot of things that are very difficult, and it does take a toll on you. My mom has been going back and forth to the hospital day after day, and yeah, it's exhausting, but she does it because she knows it's the right thing to do. She's taking care of her own father, like in his late stages of life. But that doesn't give you an excuse to, you know, just abandon the guy who clearly can't do anything on his own. So after this whole thing went viral, everyone just started, you know, reaching out. They wanted to get some updates on the situation, and I'm pretty sure he did call the police. There's like an update on the whole thing from his point of view. So he went ahead, called the investigators, trying to get some clarification on what could potentially be elderly abuse. And it does look like some things will probably be done in the future.
Yeah, I posted it yesterday, and what's going on? Well, I've talked to people. I talked to somebody from DSS earlier. I talked to a detective. You know what I mean? I got an email from somebody from something called FSS. I've talked to a lot of people, but at the end of the day, man, I just want him to be safe and live his last days in some sort of glory. You know what I mean? Some sort of comfortability, because this is ridiculous. And I've threatened her before because I've seen stuff before, but not like this. You know what I mean? Even my neighbor said that she's seen her wash him off with a water hose in the backyard. So it's just a horrible situation, man. And I just pray for him, and I pray that I'm able to get him situated in a better situation. Yeah, I just want to do a little update, man. Let everybody know I appreciate the love. I appreciate everybody's support and all the prayers and everything. And as of now, I haven't seen her, but I've seen, I say city cars pull over there, like, well, at least 2. So the ball is rolling, and I'm sure next week I'll be getting calls from some people. So I just want to say I appreciate everybody for their concerns and the love. Thank you.
What a genuine hero that guy is. It's clear that he does care for this man. He is like probably the best friend he's ever had in this situation, because apparently from him, this lady has been there before. She's been doing it a ton of times, and even the neighbors agree that she is abusive. Like, even going to the point where she's hosing him down with an actual water hose to get him cleaned off. Like, that is pure evil. That is just abuse at that point. I don't know why nobody stepped in to stop her in the first place. Thank God he did when he, you know, was there. But man, that's just like not allowed. She should not be anywhere near that guy or any like other elderly person for that matter, because this just is not right. It's so heart-wrenching to see that someone would actually do this kind of thing. And he did say that she was doing it just for the money, which I do believe. That's something I could, buy. It's not uncommon. It's a very common thing that you see a lot of people go through sometimes. But this guy, if I was like this guy's age where I was like absolutely dementia ridden and I can't even do anything, I would love to be surrounded by someone like this who just absolutely cares for the well-being of someone who's in his final days. Just like wanting to send him out in a ball of glory, have him live his best, most comfortable life. That way he can, pass on peacefully, happy, surrounded by people he loves. That is like the true definition of someone who should be in this industry. Now, there is no update on things from this point. Everything's getting situated. They're probably going to find him a new place like assisted living. That'd probably be the best case for him. I know a lot of people don't really like that sometimes, but in severe cases like this, assisted living is definitely best for him, just so that way he can be around people who are very experienced with this kind of thing. They can help him get comfortable, do everything that's necessary. And it's thanks to this guy who's able to point everything out and capture it all on film, because if no one said anything, then I'm sure nothing would have changed. But this is just so sad to see that some people do this to elderly people at times. I think if you do these kind of things, you're just absolute scum of the earth. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. It was a pretty heart-wrenching story, but I'm glad that this guy is getting the help he needs, and he's surrounded by people who are trying to help him in that regard. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what y'all think. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll talk to you later. See ya.